two TSA officers have been fired for a groping scheme at Denver International Airport. This is a scheme in which these two officers would have another TSA officer signal them when they would signal each other essentially. If one of the officers saw a guy that they wanted to pat down because they found the guy attractive, they would kind of send a signal. I don't know what signal it was, pulling the earlobe or slapping themselves in the face, who knows. And then another officer would randomly select them for an additional screening. And Denver police got involved in this a little while ago. They observed the employees and they figured out, yes, indeed, they have been doing this. They've been fired, but there will be no criminal charges because none of the victims have actually come forward. I've talked many times about how I don't go through the porno scanner. They tell you, oh, there's no radiation anymore. And, the files aren't stored. The images aren't stored anywhere, whatever. I don't care. I go through the metal detector. And if there's no metal detector that day available, I'll get the pat down. What was your reaction to this, Lewis? I know you typically get a pat down, but sometimes if you're just annoyed and tired or whatever, you'll just go through the porno scanner. Does this make you more skittish about pat downs?
It doesn't. No, to be honest, I really wouldn't care if they. I think some of these people who fell victims of this probably didn't even know that they were being groped. They probably just thought this is a rather aggressive pat down.
Well, I guess the difference was, how they're always supposed to pat down the sensitive areas around the genitals with the back of the hand. I guess they were using the front of the hand, which allows a different level of kind of tactile investigation, exploration.
Now, I've had so many pat downs that, of course, I would be, that would be a red flag to me. I would know that was not proper procedure. But would I really care, or would I just want to get on with my flight? I don't really know. Would it be worth the hassle in making a scene?
Yeah, I don't know. So in the last 6 weeks, I've flown to Phoenix and to Las Vegas. And both times, my girlfriend and I both have TSA pre-check, which is supposed to be, you don't take off your shoes, you don't have to open your bag or take your laptop out. You just put your metal stuff in a little container. Everything goes through and you go through a metal detector. Both times, my girlfriend got randomly selected for screening. And it's just such a ruse. I mean, even the pat down itself is not very extensive, and it's still invasive. Like they were looking in her pants and checking her bra and all sorts of stuff. But still, she came away feeling like it felt very invasive, and at the same time, it didn't seem that thorough. Like I still could have brought stuff with me.
Right, but that's the system. I've been thinking about signing up for that pre-check, but I haven't been stuck in any long lines lately, so maybe it's not even worth it.
For me, it's not about the line. Sometimes the line is, 2% of what the general line is, but I pack my stuff in a way where if I have to take my backpack out and all my liquids and all this stuff every single time, because as you remember, Lewis, I carry on my bag. I try not to check the bag. That's really the big pain.
Yeah, well, I can understand that. I always bring my carry-on too. Maybe. I don't know. If those lines keep getting worse, I think I'll have to do the pre-check.
On today's bonus show, we'll talk about automated bartenders. We will talk about using tamed HIV to cure disease. And we'll talk about an artificial photosynthesis breakthrough. Might not sound that exciting, but it is a huge, huge accomplishment. All of that and more on the bonus show, davidpakman.com/membership.